Well, I think we are in a disadvantage. If you look at the options that the U.S. has always had, especially in trade, I mean, the surplus will always be in their favor. I mean, we are the ones who have, the capacity to feed the world, from our reserves. And the reason why Trump went on to cracking and, alternative oil and all
yes,
of this. The shale was because he anticipated your retaliation that you were moving, and he quickly, positioned. I think any world leader worth their salt would always do that in the best interest of their own economy. It's the same thing that the Nigerian economy has suffered from, where we've been more dependent on imports than on commodity export. And any time that we're doing even commodity export, we're doing it at raw level. That did not give us the value chain that is in our best interest. So if whatever it is that we're doing now, whether it's in trade, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in services, if we don't build enough capacity in human capital, just like Ambassador Kashi said, and we really, I mean, if we say we want to retaliate, then to be able to be self-sufficient, we need to first look at our own inward capacity. For instance, if you ask me, I mean, when we took away the fuel subsidy, we didn't do enough due diligence on our own internal, energy needs. Otherwise, we would have fully developed our gas resources.
Because that's diversification now.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and we are gas producers. We are the ninth, largest producer in the world for gas. So whether the world changes to cleaner energy or not, we're going to live with our own gas resources forever. So it simply means that if we line up our whole country with our gas resources, for instance, then our dependence on the needs to import anything around those that space would not be. I mean, why is Dangote struggling? He's struggling because he's had to bring in crude from outside when we were the largest, producer in this region for crude. So we're talking about the exchange rate. Why should exchange rate matter to us? Because, it's something you are getting right from your backyard. So it's not
this is the right time to even hit
that nail and decide on what we want to do along that value chain. Our public transportation system should have been completely, gasified by now, such that we can even control those prices. And once we control those prices, it will automatically control the prices of foodstuffs in the marketplace. If we have adequate infrastructure for, internal movements of our facilities, right? Even those imports will become cheaper, because to move a container from Lagos to Kano to Port Harcourt to the rest of it would come at much lower prices if we're able to move them easily by rail or easily by gas-powered or CNG-powered, automobiles. So it's not in our interest to continue to just think America is going to do this and then we'll wait for, a position of weakness. No, we should begin to build our capacity, anticipate their next move. I mean, Trump 2 is not going to be a kettle of fish. We are going to definitely feel AGOA went away and there was nothing anyone could do about it. American Progressive, the decision that he made, he said he's going to bring them back. But even when they came back, they were not, the AGOA nature. There was not that free, access and all of that. And the investment, just like Ambassador Keshe said, is nothing to write home about in terms of numbers compared to what the Chinese is doing. If you look in the vehicles, the transportation, system, cars that are affordable now as brand new are all Chinese or Korean made, and we're saying we want to make Nigerian cars, and the rest of them that are building in Nigeria are struggling because, all these are still areas of trade that we need to think about. So we need to look and sit back as a country and
I'm sorry to interject. You continue. You mentioned Innocent.
Yes.
And I just like to let you know that we just came back from Innocent's,
factory.
Yes. You should see what Innocent has or what Innocent is doing. And people like that, indigenous, manufacturers of clean, energy vehicles should be encouraged.
They should be on the forefront of our modeling.
Precisely.
And that's it's not only in automobile, it's the same thing, across several value chain opportunities, including the so-called fintech, we're now the leader in Africa, as far as anyone is concerned, on this particular space. And then we should look at how do we build our own human capital such that we can compete with the world in that space. India did it by, providing laptops to secondary school students as far back as the late 80s. They became the headquarters of technology and ICT today. Mumbai rules the world in so anyway,